So although we received approval for this program for this current school year, we've been preparing for it for years. Our training staff took field trips to other localities who have similar programs to ensure that the program that we created would meet the needs of our community and would be the best it could be. As a result of this preparation, I'm happy to report that things are going very, very well. We've had a few minor issues, but working with Mr. Nichols and Ms. Robinson and other staff, nothing that we couldn't overcome. The program, as you know, started off under pressure. It was approved after students had already selected or begun the selection process for the classes for the school year. So we only had a few weeks to advertise the program, collect applications, select students, provide information to students and parents, and get commitments from the students. Ms. Robinson and Deputy Chief Murphy worked tirelessly during those few weeks to get everything ready to go. We had planned for 20 students, but we were only able to get 12 due to the time constraints. One requirement of this program is that each of these students affiliates and joins one of our volunteer stations. This is necessary because it would be virtually impossible to master the advanced concepts that they learn in class in just 20 hours a week. For perspective, our career recruit academies, they go Monday through Friday for 8 hours a day for 6 months. So these students spend time each week with their volunteer companies, practicing their skills. In addition to reinforcing what they learn in class, these students have become part of our fire and rescue family. So when the program started, well, first the rundown of the high schools. We have 1 Colonial Forge, 5 Stafford, 2 in Mountain View, 3 in North Stafford, and 1 in Brook Point. These students have put in more than 4,000 hours of training to date, and our instructors have put in more than that amount of time in class and logistical preparation and in instructional time. Master Technician Strain has been instrumental in this process. His job is far from a 7 to 3 daytime job. A lot of after hours, evenings, preparing curriculum and making sure the logistics are just right, and a lot of weekend work as well. So what have these students done so far? So they have certifications in hazardous materials operations, CPR, and first aid. The topics they've covered thus far: personal protective equipment, firefighter health and safety, radio communications, hose line and ladder evolutions, fire extinguishers, fire behavior, fire streams, ventilation, ropes and knots, fire cause and origin. What they have coming up for the rest of the program, they're going to study search and rescue, Mayday firefighter rescue operations, which is they're going to be taught how to save our own whenever firefighters get in trouble. They also have a few live burn dates where they'll actually be going into live fire, and their certification testing at the end of the program. Tentatively, the students are scheduled to graduate May 21st, and they'll finish the program with NFPA Firefighter 1, Firefighter 2, Mayday Firefighter Down, hazardous materials operations, and CPR. When the program started, and these students will attest, July 12th, while their friends and even some of their families were on vacation, they were in a 2-week hazardous materials class. And as the title probably you can tell, it's riveting. It's a tough class, and they did great, and they all came through. So far in the program, we've had 2 minor injuries. Neither required any hospital time or missed time from school or class. Funding, so Stafford County Public Schools committed $125,000 to the program. To date, we've spent about $45,000, and obviously that's because we have about half the students that we planned for. So we believe that we're certainly going to fall short, come in under budget this year, but next year, hopefully, we hope to get 20 students, and then we'll be able to fully use the budget. Stafford County Public Schools purchased their personal protective equipment, so that stays with the program. So when these students leave, the gear will stay, and if the people are the same size that come in next year, they'll be able to use it, and that's money we don't have to spend. So that's one thing we have to look forward to. The program is doing well for its first year, but looking forward, we would envision a 2-year program that incorporates the EMT program as well as the high school fire program. That way, when students graduate, they are ready to be hired just about anywhere. The goals we set for this program were simple. We wanted to provide students with a career path in the fire and rescue service, and we wanted to infuse our volunteer system with new, young, and eager volunteers. Upon successful completion of this program, students will have the certifications and basic skills that will make them eligible to enter a career fire academy or become a volunteer firefighter virtually anywhere in the United States. Now, we would love nothing more than to hire them as they graduate this program, because hiring Stafford County residents is important to our future success as a community and as a department. But we know that there's students that will choose another career path. Our goal for those students would be to retain them as volunteer firefighters in our system. We have many successful volunteers in our system currently who are in different career paths. This program is about opening doors for our students. We all know how important it is to provide vocational training and technical skills that students need to enter the workforce. So whether we hire them or they're active volunteers for years to come, it's a win-win situation. And I would just like to point out that 2 of the current students are in our current hire, or we're hiring a class in July, and they are in the process to be hired upon graduation. So don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves, but that's successful.